I ain't bitter, I'm better. I knew what I was doing when I started this. I applied for Martin Luther King's job. I applied for his job. I'm gonna take the video that I did on February the 6th, 2011, and take it against Scott Shellenberger's grand jury and die. All right. I applied for his job. It's about your prison industry. All right. Ain't no law against making a movie. Oops. See that? Y'all locked me up for this. Scott Shellenberger need to pay for all this. Scott Shellenberger called a bomb. I didn't call this a bomb. I called it a toilet. I called it art and activism. All right? And the Baltimore Sun participated in this fraud. All right? I was making a movie about the NAACP, the ACLU. I was making a movie about activism and activists in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. I couldn't tell y'all I was making a movie about y'all, but I told y'all I was making a Minority Report. I told y'all I was making a Minority Report. And nobody get a cut card. Because the ACLU been watching what I've been doing lately. All right, I got locked up in 2011. I was making this documentary since 2006. All right. Had the ACLU involved since 1986 when I got locked up. State Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. You can check my paper. Mr. ACLU. 2014. Now the ACLU claims to be doing frontline work for prisoners and inmates and all this solitary confinement. Dog, I gave them a Jailhouse Diary, everything. I gave the ACLU all of this. All right? I gave the ACLU all of this. You feel me? So when I talk about the ACLU, they don't get a cut card neither. That's the ACLU. My lawyer, Jerome Joyce, the ACLU. Yeah. The Maryland Black Caucus. I am Dred Scott. Minority Report. This is just one of many books. This is my lockup book. This is my Jailhouse Diary. I got 3 books. 4 books. I am Dred Scott. And it pretty much named that it's involved in my situation. So I went to the Public Justice Center. Raleigh Hayes used to work at the Public Justice Center. This is my parole and probation. Parole and probation. I went to Public Justice Center. They mailed this shit back. They didn't want no part of it. Then I just came from the Inspector General's office because I left this at the Inspector General's office over 6 weeks. So whistleblower's application. All right. Public Justice Center. So whistleblower's application. The Inspector General gave this back. Showing you this. I went there this morning. It was all about Scott Shellenberger. It was a breakdown of your criminal enterprise. Johnny Oleski's letter. Yeah. All right. So I don't want no misunderstandings. I'm taking all this information and I'm going to send it to President Trump. I'm going to break down your Democratic Party in Maryland. Because I'm going to show you that Raleigh Hayes from the new block, Raleigh Hayes, when he's with the Public Justice Center, he knew about this. You're talking about a criminal case here. I sent this to y'all. Y'all had this. That's the letter Johnny Oleski wrote. My paperwork in order. I'm a whistleblower. Y'all had this in City Hall. And y'all down in Annapolis. Legal mail, federal investigation. Legal mail, federal investigation. This is for Kwasi and Fume. Because like I said, I'm a black radical Republican. Yeah. You see that? Prison industry, whistleblower. I don't know what y'all gonna do with me, but the ACLU, the NAACP, Congressman Cummings, Sarbanes, Mayor Pugh, Department of Justice, Public Justice Center, none of y'all want to talk about this. These other supporters of Shorty. These are white people that support Shorty that wanted justice for Shorty. Says right there. Clippinger asked for evidence. He got evidence because I told you social media for social change. Starbucks and Shorty. 1 cup at a time. You feel me? 1 cup at a time. I gave him this information too. I gave him that information. Please don't squeeze the Charmin. I gave him the information. Yeah. And I gave him that information because this is about the Bill Clinton crime bill. These are the supporters of Shorties. These are white people standing up for a black man's rights because this is the Minority Report. MySpace, YouTube, and Twitter. Yeah, Shorty's voice. DD Shortman at AOL.com. You took my AOL account when you locked me up. Feel me? See that? I went after Governor O'Malley, Greg Bernstein, Chief Johnson, yeah, and Shellenberger. I've been going after y'all. See that? Randallstown Distance for Change. I'm a community activist, and you locked up an activist. Filing motion for police complaint. I did that. Dear Governor O'Malley, city, county, state, and federal levels, because y'all locked me up for this shit. Y'all locked me up because of this shit right here. Y'all locked me up, and now I'm going to send all this to Donald Trump. But this is my political soapbox. Y'all made me famous for toilets. I'm going to run with that shit. Y'all locked me up because I applied for Martin Luther King's job. Y'all locked me up because this has been vacant for too long. I don't see nobody else applying for it. Like I said, I was just making a movie. And I was using him as a prop for the movie to show you that blacks have no rights and ain't nobody standing up for us. All my stuff is right here. See the people on that email? I'm giving you your laws. Your laws don't give me no justice. I'm giving you your laws. I'm a businessman. And everything that I got, you can solder and get. All right? You can go to Judge Solder and get it. Pal, because my paperwork is in order. Public Defender's Office. Go get my paperwork. I'm going to show you what being black America is. I'm going to show you what the new face of Jim Crow is right here, right now. I was kidnapped by the state of Illinois because I was going to file a class action lawsuit. Yeah. Shorty's voice. Ain't no Loggins making a movie. See who knew? The media knew because I sent it to the media. Dan Hinkle of the Chicago Tribune got this. You go to Dan Hinkle today and get all my mail from Dan Hinkle right now. All right? You go to my lawyer, Karen Levy and John Bailey. All right? That's the case right there. Governor Hogan. It's about your prison industry and accountability. You said judicial accountability. So we want judicial accountability. 1402 Lochner. Before I got locked up, I told Judge Turnbull. You see that? Perjury. Obstruction of justice. Shellenberger. Governor Hogan, you asked for judicial accountability. I'm going to show you something about Governor Hogan, all right? Governor Hogan watching my page. That's Governor Hogan. I shot this video this morning. He watching my page. So you, who else watching my page? The ACLU of Maryland is watching my page. The ACLU of Maryland is watching my page. The ACLU of Maryland make a lot of money off of black tragedies and black bodies. They exploit us no different than the media or anybody else. They raise money off of our shit. And they don't put that money back in the community. They want to talk about gentrification, but they capitalize off of it. He who stirs the pot must lick the spoon. That's Judge Bridges. Because Governor Hogan asked for judicial accountability. I got my paperwork in order for judicial accountability. That's Governor Blagojevich. If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Governor Hogan. So can Governor O'Malley. Shielding corruption. And I'm just following your laws and your rules. Your laws and your rules. See that? I don't want y'all killing me before I get all this out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all killing me. Because, see, y'all let white people do this kind of shit. Ed Hale and Ed Hale Jr. and Ed Hale Sr. know me. Kevin Plank know me. Dr. Rubinsky know me. Kurt Smoke know me. The courts know me. There you go. Like I said, NAACP, U.S. Attorney Judge John Sutton, FBI Jason, NAACP, ACLU, y'all left me in jail. Y'all don't want to end the violence. Y'all don't want to end the war on drugs. That's how you fuel your money. That's your cash cow. Keeping that going. Because you don't want to end it. Because then you have to look for another job. Yeah. We talking about your money and your cash cow. Governor Hogan said judicial accountability. I'm giving you judicial accountability. 47 pieces of mail. I rock that. I'm good at that. You feel me? Lake County Board, FBI, Attorney General. I'm a whistleblower. Exhibit 2, 2007, Governor Blagojevich. City, county, state, and federal levels, executive, judicial, and legislative branches of the government. And I asked to go to the grand jury. I asked to go to the grand jury. And this is where it all started at, the 86 case. In 1986, I turned in guns and drugs to the police station. The state of stole $15,000. They stole pledge seats. Judge Boris did that. Judge Boris was the prosecuting attorney. Judge Boris took a black book that had my membership list in there. He started arresting my members. That's a violation of the Public Accommodations Act. That's why I applied for a job. I did Malcolm X in 1986. I shot the town up. I went ham on y'all ass. Special Agent Richard McFeely, the FBI. Jason from the Chicago FBI. All right. See that? Exhibit 3. They stole $15,000. The state robbed a drug dealer, but I wasn't a drug dealer. I was a nonprofit. You stole money from me. My mother gave me that $15,000. Corrine Davis. That's Mayor Moxley. I told you I was making a movie about you. See that? Governor Blagojevich, in regards to your documentary, I will not be able to be on it. See that? That's Senator Cardin's. These are the other elected officials that were a member of Congress when I did this. See that? Nobody wanted to be on this documentary. Nobody wanted to be in this film. It's about being black in America and our representatives and how they represent you. Because nobody wanted to be a part of this. But y'all didn't have a problem locking me up. You didn't have a problem calling me a terrorist. You didn't have a problem stealing me away from my family. Ain't no law against making a movie. It's covered under the Constitution. And the movie's about your courts and the criminality in your courts. The House of Representatives. Helmet service. All right. Received. P.O. Box 38. Attorney General Disciplinary Committee. Because I turned in Ken LaRue. I turned in Mr. John Bailey. I turned in Kennedy. And I turned in Scott Shellenberger. Because they all participated in this. Scott Shellenberger used that Illinois case to get an indictment in Maryland. But when he took me to court, he lost the case. He also destroyed the evidence for the Illinois case. I still got it. Adam May did an 1.5-hour interview. The media participated in this. See that? April 2012. Filed motions to squash. But like I said, this is the courts. And I got to get access to the court. And this shows you, now, I couldn't do this and still be breathing if the Department of Justice and everybody didn't vet me. The Secret Service then came and talked to me. The Secret Service then came and talked to me. Because I wrote letters to the president. And y'all said they were threatening letters, so they came and talked to me about the letters. Showed them the videotapes. I showed the Secret Service the videotapes. I showed them the receipts. And the Secret Service ain't been back to see me no more. I'm going to take this Secret Service and we're going to give it to President Trump about the Democratic Party. We're going to give it to President Trump. Everything that you see on this videotape is going to the White House because it's already been there. Thank you. See the date? Who was the president in 2009? That's a history question. Baltimore City. Governor Hogan said accountability in the courts. We're going to have accountability in the courts. Right there, Adam May, parole and probation. Kai Jackson, Mary Mubala. Accountability in the courts, and we're going to put it all on film. I got a Google account. Show you my Google account. This is Google Photos. All right. And Google Photos goes all the way back to June of 2007. It goes all the way back to 2007. You feel me? See that? That's Towson University basketball coach from back in the day. I got everything I need on film. Yeah. Art and activism. Back to the story at hand. Attention, President Obama. Yeah. The Cary School of Law. This is the Department of Justice. So when I send it to President Trump, I'm going to send him everything. This is going to break the Democratic Party down. This is going to tear your party apart. Because you took my pride. You called me a terrorist. On this day in Black history, you called me a terrorist. On September the 13th, I beat you in court. I beat you in court and I did a toilet. I used a toilet to beat you in court. I beat you with a toilet. The same thing that you used against me, I used for me. That's Paul Ballard. See the date? You asked for evidence, Clippinger. This is more evidence than you can stand because it's going to destroy the Democratic Party. It's going to show you the money you made behind locking up Black Baltimore. Yeah. Media had knowledge in the FCC violations. FCC violations. FCC violations. You got FCC violations, and I'm going to send this to the FCC. This is what the grand jury didn't get to see. Justin Burke, Christian Schaefer, Roosevelt Lefkowitz, Mark Marion, Richard Scher. Y'all gonna have to produce those videos I gave y'all. Because y'all gonna have to show when I became a terrorist. Because I never have. Never will. Kai Jackson. Yeah. That's my ID number right there. And Dwight Pettit had evidence too. I gave it to him in October. Dwight Pettit destroyed this shit too. There you go. The States Attorney's Office, Grinstein and Marilyn Mosby been shitting this shit right here. To testify in front of a federal grand jury. All right? Mosby won't open her mouth. Greg Bernstein run like a track star. That's the case right there. Pollard Towing. That's unlawful conversion. Pollard Towing made money and they kicked the money back to the state. That's collusion. That's racketeering. That's fraud. And Chief Johnson participated in it. Because the Baltimore County Police Department took my truck. And when they took my truck, they were supposed to inventory everything that was in it. They were supposed to go into lockup. It was supposed to have been given back to me. Then the truck was supposed to have been impounded until my trial and returned after my trial. You sold the truck and the contents of the vehicle before I even went to trial. You destroyed that evidence in March of 2011. I went to trial in September. That's collusion. That's racketeering. That's fraud in the court. That's judicial accountability. And this is the accountability from y'all. Y'all can't hide from this. State prosecutor. Shellenberger locked up a whistleblower, and he knowingly locked up a whistleblower. And the state prosecutor know that I was a whistleblower. I was a whistleblower on the money that y'all make off of black bodies. So no, you weren't going to let me leave. You tried to kill me. That's George Nielsen. Yeah. That's Bats. Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Brandon Scott, Branch, Coran. All had this. Commissioner Hyatt, Chief Hyatt know about this. She was in the room. At Spring Grove. He's also my client. I used to barbecue for him. I did parties for him. Ask him. I worked for him. He worked for, I catered for him. He used to come to my store on Falls Road. When he seen me in Spring Grove, he didn't understand why y'all locked me up. I want everything that he got. Greg Bernstein had this. Marilyn Mosby had this. See, my medical records, you can't destroy them. They still there. When you get the medical records, it's going to fuck you. It's like one who flew over the cuckoo's nest. I ain't cuckoo. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Clearly marked whistleblower. You know what a whistleblower is? A whistleblower is what got Trump impeached. If a whistleblower got Trump impeached, imagine what Trump's going to do to the Democratic Party. Chief Justice Roberts has my case already. Chief Justice Roberts has my complaint from 2007. Like I said, the Baltimore Sun can't hide from this. Neither can WJZ. Governor O'Malley in this prison industry. Now Governor Hogan's creating the same criminal enterprise. Mike Shue, Gigi Barnett, Stan Saunders, Adam May. Adam May ain't here no more. Neither Gigi Barnett. Maybe she is, I don't know. Yeah. See that? Your ID number. Y'all got this. Office of the States Attorney. I ain't got my property back yet. The Maryland Black Caucus. Yeah, y'all knew all about this for the longest. I took y'all to court. Because it's your prison industry, you tried to protect it. I was also insured. And you're going to have to get the transcripts from this insurance complaint. That's going to be evidence. Because like I said, I was insured for $1 million. Maryland Insurance Company. All right. Yeah. Baltimore rewired. Like I said, I just applied for his job. Now I'm going to send it to him. We're going to talk about mom and his machine. This is what got me locked up. And I'm going to finish what I started. Governor O'Malley's mom machine. I'm a whistleblower.